It's time to talk about the social exile and censorship of the right. It started with Donald Trump and his close allies, but is quickly branching out across platforms, people, and groups. And this goes beyond mere bannings. This goes into social ostracism, punishment for political opinion or belief. And this is all, of course, supported by big tech, big media, and the incoming wave of politicians and the ones who are already there on both sides of the aisle. This isn't limited to a party. Now, who am I? I'm Nick Rekieta of Rekieta Law, a small law firm in central Minnesota. I'm an advocate for free speech, and I'm talking about going beyond the mere protections of the First Amendment and into the ideas that informed the creation of the First Amendment and why those protections are important. Today, we're going to talk about all of the platforms that are banning Donald Trump and people related to them following the events of January 6th. Because I think it goes a lot farther than most people realize, and you have to understand that this is only just beginning. The reason I bring this up is because of a concept that a friend of mine is talking about. His name's Doug Tenaple. You can check out his YouTube channel. It'll be down in the description below, but he's talking about exile. And I think it's an important concept for people to understand based on what's coming. But here we go. Here's the article. This is from Axios. And this is a list of all the platforms that have banned or restricted Trump so far. I'm going to encourage you to read this article, which will also be linked in the description, and drop a comment below and tell me what you think about this stuff. Tell me what your plans are. And by plans, I mean, where are you networking? Where are you going? How are you connecting with people? Do you have resources for people to connect with other friends? Because the resources I'm about to show you are going to be of limited use. All right? We're not going to go through the whole article, but I'm going to just go platform by platform. But Axios has kind of a breakdown of each one. So here we go. First, Reddit. Reddit has banned r/Donald Trump. And all of these are talking about incitement of violence or some other terms of service violation. They use terms of service violations as a catch-all to say they don't like the speech that's on there. Now, there are legitimate terms of service violations that occur, but a lot of these we'll say are flexible. So Reddit has banned r/Donald. Twitch has disabled Trump's channel, citing the move as a necessary step to protect its community and prevent Twitch from being used to incite further violence, I guess. Shopify took down 2 online stores affiliated with Trump, his organization, and his campaign's merchandise sites for violating its policies on supporting violence. Do we think that Trump's organization and campaign merchandise sites supported violence? I don't know. Twitter has removed Donald Trump's account permanently. And when he posts on other accounts, they are removing those tweets, including the official president of the United States. Twitter is actively banning political speech of the sitting president of the United States. Twitter has been weaponized in the political war. Google has pulled Parler, and this is a big conversation, a social media app for conservatives and far-right extremists. That's not what Parler is. That's not what Parler is at all. Google has removed the Parler app from the Play Store. Apple has threatened to remove it from their Play Store, and Amazon has threatened to stop supporting Parler's servers and infrastructure, a trifecta of death for a social media platform. YouTube is accelerating its enforcement of election misinformation and voter fraud claims against Trump and other channels. And this is big. If you notice YouTubers modifying their speech about certain topics, this is why. They've explicitly threatened everyone. Facebook banned Donald Trump from posting on his Facebook accounts for at least the next 2 weeks until the transition of power to President-elect Joe Biden is complete. Facebook has been weaponized for politics. Instagram banned Donald Trump from posting on his Facebook accounts. Instagram and Facebook are the same platform. Snapchat disabled Trump's Snapchat account Wednesday because it believes the account promotes and spreads hate and incites violence. TikTok is removing content violations and redirecting hashtags due to its community guidelines. Apple threatened Parler. We talked about that just a minute ago. Discord banned a Discord server called The Donald, which they allege was tied to Donald Trump. that we mentioned above on Reddit. Pinterest has been limiting hashtags related to pro-Trump topics such as Stop the Steal since around the November election, a spokesperson has said. More are coming. More are coming. It's time to talk about what social exile means and how you navigate it. And that is to network with people, to find alternatives that are not third-party hosts. All of these platforms host the content, but there are ones out there that don't, that do peer-to-peer connections. And you'll have to research those. There's apps like Signal. Signal is a simple one that connects people, but I'm not saying it's the right one or the best one. I'm just saying you have to find out how to connect, because once social exile kicks in, the idea is isolation and shame. They will isolate and shame you for your political beliefs, your opinions, for the words that you say, and the things that you do. And they will do this in an attempt to get you to conform. You have to network up with people to keep yourself supported. This isn't about violence. This isn't about action. This is about surviving social ostracism and exile. And I'll be talking about this a lot more going forward, covering the bannings that have occurred, covering actions by platforms and people in an effort to censor and stifle political speech. So subscribe so you can follow along. Drop a comment down below. Tell me what you're thinking. Have a good day. Peace. Peace.